Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Good morning, Tad. How's it going?
It is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm awake.
Yes.
I'm alive. I keep reminding myself that no matter, and this will play into like some of the news items we have that
Sure.
the world is not likely to start burning for. Let's see. It's today is November
16.
7th, well, 16th, yeah. So what? 1435. We likely have at least 56 more days before anything truly egregious actually happens to our country.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
you know, and it's at least possible that he's just trolling us with the stuff that he's doing.
oh, really?
There was, I mean, it could happen. Um, Charlemagne the God had a great piece on uh, uh, the Daily Show where he made the argument, direct to Trump, you really want to own the libs. I mean, right now they're certain that you're fascist, you're going to do all these horrible things and whatnot. And like, what do they hate more than anything is to be wrong. So so all you have to do to really own them is just not do that. And what's more is it's really easy. Here, look at me right now, sitting at this desk. I'm not being a fascist.
Exactly.
Go golfing. You're a great golfer. Just spend 4 years golfing.
Is he a good golfer, though? I know he likes to golf. I didn't know if he was
Oh
good.
God, no. He's a terrible golfer. He cheats. But that's not what we want to say to him right now.
I know. I know. I just, I'm just like, is he a good golfer? I'm pretty sure that.
No. In fact, I think there's even like a turn to the camera. He cheats.
Yeah. Even Arnold Palmer was like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't know this guy.
Right,
That
right,
was funny.
right. Yeah.
Anyway, I like your first piece of
So
news.
yeah. Yeah, this has to be tempered too because somehow Alex Jones managed to find the right judge to get a stay while the process is reviewed. I'm pretty certain from what I understand of everything that like, and I actually read through the not the contract, but
I know.
the
Yeah.
terms and conditions of the auction, that like nothing that happened is outside of what the bidders agreed to before things began.
Right.
Um, so hopefully, that means that there's nowhere for this to go, but it has been at least momentarily paused.
Pause. And that would be the Info
Uh,
Wars being purchased by the Onion.
the Onion,
Yeah.
which like was the first good news in forever when it dropped on Thursday morning.
I know. My
Um,
friend texted me that, and I was like, "What?"
it made my day.
Yeah.
So it saddens me to discover that like
There's a halt. Yeah.
yeah. Um I mean, I guess one of the things that makes me suspect that it's really specious is that you got to dig to find news stories of the halt.
Uh-huh.
Um, and they're there from reputable outlets, that sort of thing. But they're not highlighting it heavily, which indicates to me that they don't actually expect it to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That their legal experts have looked at it and gone, yeah, you don't need to even consider a retraction. Report this news, but like people who miss this, it won't matter a month from now.
Exactly.
Um,
Uh,
so we'll see. But that was a little cold water thrown on it. Thanks, Matt.
yeah.
Um, because it may have been one of our heavy metal panelists who directed me to that news. I lived in a world where I didn't have that news until
Oh,
he
really? Oh.
pointed it out to me. Yeah, yeah. That's how little reported it is. Is I lived in a world where I didn't know that until Matt decided that he was going to
Rain on your parade.
enlighten, yeah, me. So.
Funny.
Uh, I love you, Matt. You're amazing. You don't need to leave the heavy metal group, but I will have to find
You will be reprimanded.
some way to exact revenge.
Funny. Oh, so what's going on with the president's
Yeah.
picks for cabinet? President-elect, I should say.
Just what the fuck? Have
So,
you followed any of this?
yeah. So Doug Burgum, he's the new Secretary of Interior. He was the
I mean,
governor.
that's actually
Oh, I was
of
just.
North Dakota, and
Yep.
and that's actually like one of the justifiable
Yes,
picks.
and the reason I bring him up is he was my dad is not a Trump supporter, and in Fargo, Doug kept an apartment because he owns a real estate business in Fargo, and my dad lived next door to this apartment, so he and Doug became really good friends during Trump's first run, and Doug wanted absolutely nothing to do with Trump, and my dad ended his friendship with this guy when he heard him. Spouting all the good stuff about Trump, later on.
Right.
So,
Right.
so
Yeah. Well, I mean that's an inside story on exactly how so many of these people are. It's like I think you're a moron, you're horrible, you're whatnot, but I would rather say otherwise than not have wealth and power.
exactly. Well, and that's the other thing. Doug is a billionaire. There's there's no wealth in it for him. You know what I mean? It's all about power. And
Right.
yeah,
Right. Um so yeah, the and again, that's one of the more justifiable picks because at the very, I mean, don't get me wrong, he is anti-environmental,
hmm
heading up an environmental agency, but you know, at least he's like a Plains state governor dealing with stuff that involves a lot of the plains,
yes,
right? He's not completely unaware of the issues.
exactly. Not
Unlike, say, South Dakota Governor Chrissy Noem, who's now the
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security nominee.
Yeah. Wow. Let's just say she has got quite a few problems with the native tribes that are in South Dakota.
She's not allowed on any of the reservations.
None. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
her diplomatic skills kind of suck.
Well, I mean, I guess they think that because she's good at shooting puppies,
Yeah.
um,
The, there's been a lot of.
and you know what? That's I mean, like that was like hellish when it was announced, and most people have forgotten about it because what have we had since then?
We've had the Haitians eating dogs and cats. We've had.
No, 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 no. I mean in terms of cabinet announcements.
Oh, sure. Um,
We've got a fucking weekend Fox News host,
yep.
not even one of the main guys, a weekend Fox News host.
Yep.
He'll make a good Secretary of Defense. He was once in the military.
Right.
He should have no problem handling an $800 billion department.
Yeah. My favorite is RFK Jr.
Oh God. People will die. People
Uh-huh.
will die.
Yes.
People will die.
I don't understand. I don't understand that. That's so blatantly obvious.
I think that he must also think that director of national intelligence is like it's like a gift from the wizard. He feels like you know it's like bestowing a brain because he chose Tulsi Gabbard. Like the only person I can think of that would be less qualified for director of national intelligence than Tulsi Gabbard are Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Matt Gaetz. Speaking of Matt Gaetz,
Yes. What's going on with that rapist? I mean,
sex trafficker,
yeah.
by resigning from the House of Representatives, he's hoping to keep the findings of their ethics committee under seal, and he's the appointee for attorney general. Inside, like reports. I mean, first of all, he wasn't even on the short list. Apparently, this all happened on a plane trip between Mar-a-Lago and Washington, and essentially the reason was all of the other candidates talked to the president-elect about their legal theories and the constitutional or the ways they could bend the Constitution to do various things, blah blah blah.
Right.
And Matt just said, "Let's go get these fuckers."
Yeah. I agree. That is crickets.
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to the cold open before we got into the news, like Mr. President-elect, you can own the libs by just saying you'll do these things. You don't actually have to do them to own the libs.
Yes.
You will have us in a state of perpetual terror
That you will do them.
merely by saying that you'll do these crazy things. You don't have to follow through on any of them. How about crazy idea? 4 years where you don't do anything.
Won't happen. It'll be scary.
Also, in happier news,
Yeah.
though just far enough away that I can't go to any of the premiere performances, there is an opera version of Michael Chabon's Pulitzer Prize winning novel, The Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, which is like it's kind of in the alter ego secret identity vein. that Alex Segura has done recently, where like it's fiction, but it's set in the real world of like 1930s and 40s comics.
Okay.
Um, it's fantastic. If you haven't read it, it's an amazing book.
I haven't, but I definitely am
Um,
interested in the opera version of it. That would be really cool.
yeah, and um, it actually because they were involved in its creation, it's getting to open in student performances um, at the University of Indiana Bloomington starting yesterday. So the world premiere was yesterday, before being part of the Metropolitan Opera in New York's
Right.
next season.
Cool.
So this looks amazing. Um, I don't know if I'll manage to get to it because I was looking at it and it's just too far away for me to get to without taking a day off of school.
Right.
During its run at Indiana, which is only like four performances, one of which has already happened. Um, and I don't know what Metropolitan Opera tickets cost,
No, I don't know.
plus the trip to New York. So
How
I'm certain that I'll be looking at it, but I'm hoping that there's a cast recording. I'm excited
how far of a drive is it for you from to New
because
York? Let's see. Map quest.
New York is like
17.
14 or 16 hours,
I'm gonna map quest it for
something
you.
like that. I generally take 2 days to get to New York, at least.
When I've gone, I've had to fly. I mean, out here in Minnesota, driving
Yeah,
is 20 some
yeah,
hours. All right.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll look that up in a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, getting to New York's not the hard part. I've driven out and stayed with Andy multiple times,
Uh huh.
and need to do it again.
Sure.
But whether or not I can do it at a time where the opera is going and I can afford
Yep. Yep. The trip.
tickets is a different thing.
Sure.
So let's talk some more new to order comics.
Yeah. What's the first up on the
Starting
list?
with starting with Into the Unbeing Part Two, from Zach Thompson and Hayden Sherman at Dark Horse. Their expedition team thought they were walking into a cave for cover from a storm, but really they were entering something far beyond their understanding. As they go deeper, more horrors are uncovered, revealing the truth. They are far from the first scientists to be lost within the massive body. So, yeah.
That cover looks really creepy, but really cool.
Yeah, this has been the first part of this has been fantastic.
Uh-huh.
I've loved it.
Uh-huh. All right.
So
Justice League,
yeah,
the Atom Project. All right. It's the greatest power in the DC universe, and also it's the deadliest weapon. In the wake of absolute power, the superpowers of the planet are in chaos. It's up to the newly reformed Justice League to restore order to that chaos. Enter Ray Palmer and Ryan Choi together as the heroes called Atom. These brilliant minds get to work crafting the world's first superpower I can't read that. Reallocation and backup system, codenamed the Atom Project. But not everyone wants their powers back, and Captain Atom is hellbent on preventing his missing atom abilities from ever being found.
atomic buildings and
Oh,
abilities.
I can't. I am having trouble reading it. Join Oscar-winning writer John Ridley, Rogue Son co-creator Ryan Perot, and Batman First Night artist Mike Perkins down the rabbit hole of an intense atomic-fueled spy thriller that will drop change on the DCU like an atomic bomb. This will be in stores January 1st of 25.
Looks pretty cool.
It does.
I was like so surprised that you didn't pick this one to talk about. Let this one be the devil or be a devil.
I did look at
A
it, but
true weird story.
yeah.
So I think this is like expanding upon the Blue Book
Yep.
line. In the early 1900s, Henry Naughton returns home to the family farm in swampy pine barrens of southern New Jersey. One night, he encounters a strange predator stalking the woods. This sends the young scholar on a research project that uncovers the legend of Mother Leeds and the terrible birth of the New Jersey Devil. Of the Jersey Devil in 1735, James Tinian IV and Steve Fox, along with Peter Kowalski, bring the Jersey Devil to life in a supernatural tale of horror that peels back unknown layers of history and reveals local monsters and universal terrors. From Dark Horse Comics in shops February 19th.
Looks so cool. I love the cover for that with the monster, like, right, the devil monster coming up with the red moon back there, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee, from Gus Moreno and Jacob Rebelka. Father Barrera is a disgraced priest, haunted by his part in the tragic death of a child. As penance, he is exiled to the remote South American town of Puerto Cristina to apprentice under the enigmatic Father Stygian, controversial exorcist. Exorcists are normally trained in the Vatican, but Stygian has his own way of handling demons, methods that predate even the church, and unfortunately for Barrera, Stygian's last apprentice committed suicide not long ago. As Barrera seeks to unlock the mysteries of Stygian's strange practices, he uncovers an island rife with evil and supernatural phenomenon. What do these possessions mean, and how are they connected to a mysterious hospital patient, one who's been in a coma for nearly half a century without aging a single day? Rising star author Gus Moreno, whose debut novel, This Thing Between Us, was awarded a Best Book of 2021 recognition by NPR, joins forces with visionary artist Jacob Rebelka for a mesmerizing and thrilling descent into hell itself. This is in stores January 1st. Looks, again, the cover is just so
All right,
cool.
some graphic novels now.
Yeah, The Girl Who Draws on Whales, from Ariella
Kristantina.
Kristantina. Centuries after the Great Flood, Sister Wangi and younger brother Banyu live in a strange village. In a sea village, not a strange village, a sea village. Wangi has a special bond with the great whales that visit their sea village, and they allow Wangi to draw on their backs. Sometimes they return with new drawings on them. Wangi believes there are other sea villages or island settlements scattered around, and that they are sending her messages. But none of the elders listen to her. One day, a new whale arrives in the village alone, wounded, and dying. This whale has a new drawing on her back that doesn't look like the previous drawings. Inspired by this mystery, Wangi vows to investigate. Although forbidden by her parents and the village elders, Wangi, along with a stowaway who happens to be her brother Banyu, embark on a wondrous journey to investigate where the drawings are coming from, only to find much more than they were expecting. The Girl Who Draws on Whales is an epic YA graphic novel adventure about two siblings struggling for survival, who must use their art to save their world. This will be in stores January 4th. That looks really cool. I really like that.
It does.
As I was looking at the stuff.
Goes like this. For almost 3 decades, master cartoonist Jordan Crane has put together a body of short stories that garnered him multiple Eisner and Ignatz Award nominations via the pages of his comic book series Appetite and the influential comics anthology Non. Yet, they have never been collected until now. Featuring over a dozen short stories spanning multiple genres, published over the past 25 years, Goes Like This is a gorgeously packed anthology, including varying paper stocks and exposed spine of Crane's work. The Hand of Gold is a short but grim weird western, a morality play in which the accidental crime leads a criminal to a supernatural maximum security cell. Below the Shade of Night presents an anxiety that is rooted in the follies and ignorance of childhood, adolescence, and young adulthood. Vicissitude maps uncharted territory of graphic melancholia via via a tale of infidelity. Trash Night depicts the troubled relationship of Dee and Leo with mounting tension and mistrust that reaches a boiling point. The Dark Nothing, a rare foray into science fiction. The three-person crew of a prospecting ship, the Sagasaw 17, attempt to harvest an asteroid, and things go horribly awry. The Middle Nowhere begins with a man waiting in a small shack. All around him is a black sand desert. The wind rises, the rain comes, and it's just might be the end of everything he's known. Also featuring additional prints and drawings from the author's archives, Goes Like This is a tantalizing sampler of one of the most brilliant cartoonists working today. In shops, September 17th, 2025, from Fantagraphics Books.
Ooh, that's a ways out, but still looks really cool.
Yeah.
All right, you got this next one.
Kai Louie from Little Thunder. A typical teenager finds growing up is rough. One day, she cuts class to buy a new album from her favorite band and sees a strange, mysterious, yet familiar creature on the cover. It is Kailui, her old friend. He's back, he's real, and he'll do anything to protect her. Then an awkward girl makes an impression on a popular teen, and they begin to connect beyond their peer statuses. And in a world where expressing emotion is forbidden, a group reflects on the decisions that changed their lives forever. Step into the intimate, touching, and emotional dream world of Kailui. Hong Kong artist Little Thunder brings imagination to life with beauty, joy, and wonder through surreal art and sensual colors in this collection of 3 short stories from Dark Horse Comics, in shops March 26th, 2025.
Looks cool.
And I wind up doing my 3 in a row, don't I?
Yeah. Yep.
Soma. Maya is a comic book artist in the middle of creative crisis. She's constantly stressed about deadlines and feels like she's not doing the type of work she loves. In between trying to fight her writer's block and doling out advice to her best friend on how to finally land a date, Maya receives an unexpected visitor, Soma, an extraterrestrial alien who crash lands in Maya's living room. Soma delivers a message to Maya warning her that an alien invasion from his own kind is fast approaching, and he needs her help to stop it. From writer Fernando Liar and writer-illustrator Carlos Dalmo comes Soma, a science fiction adventure about creativity and companionship during times of peril.
Nice. All right. Let's see here. Akugun.
Some collections.
Yeah. Akugun, Brutalizer of Gods.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah. I'm going to butcher these names. I'm going to do my best. Murowe Aodel.
Rewa Ayo Dele, Dotun Akagandi, and yeah.
Okay.
Those are the...
In an age thought forgotten, when man, monster, and the divine all strode the earth, a lone warrior emerges to test the immortality of the cruel gods who would deal destruction with impunity. He is a one-man reckoning that stands in defiance of his divine masters with a sword in hand and a thirst for god blood. His name, Akugun the Brutalizer. In the tradition of Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian and Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's Thor, rising stars Murowe Aodele and Dotun Akugand, the Iron Forge writer-artist team behind Marvel's I Am Iron Man and Moon Knight Black, White, and Blood, usher in a new epoch of African dark fantasy on the ancient continent of Bulan, with a mythic cycle of cosmic destiny and unrelenting warfare colliding man against God and his blade against blade. Witness a rage-fueled tale of bloody vengeance as Akugan seeks to avenge the tragic loss of everything he ever held dear. All that stands in his way is the disgraced fallen god Ogun, who seeks to be restored to his former glory. This will be in shops March 19th.
Yeah, this was so good. Yeah. I read it in single issues.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
From the world of minor threats, Barfly. The lower layer bar is home to all sorts of supervillains, lowlifes, and scumbags, but only one of them has to puke digestive fluids onto his food to eat. Shit eater. The humanoid mutant fly is a loser, a lifelong minion who lives to serve his criminal master. But what happens to a henchman when he no longer has anyone left to hench for? Comic book legends Kyle Starks and Ryan Brown present the heartwarming, feel-good coming-of-age story about an insect monster man searching for his identity amongst the criminal underworld of Twilight City. In Patton Oswalt and Jordan Bloom's Minor Threats universe, in stores on March 12th.
Nice. I love it.
I don't
Reminds me
think
of.
I actually finished this yet, but the first couple issues were fantastic.
There's a bar in the Marvel universe where the bad guys hang out. I can't think of what it's called. Bar with no name or something like that.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Cool. Huge detective. This one mine.
Yep.
Something huge is coming. When a string of murders and disappearance sweep the United States, a human and a giant with sizable detective skills are on the case. Perfect for fans of hard-boiled detective stories with a genre twist. This will be in shops July 30th. And this is from Adam Rose. Can you go back up? Adam Rose and Magenta King.
Yep.
Cool.
I've been enjoying this one too.
Yep, from Titan Comics.
I have been loving this one. Mammoth, Paul Tobin and Arjuna Susini. Something is wrong in the deep forest of Broke Tree Valley. Something deadly, something mammoth. The legends speak of something larger than human comprehension, a monstrous phantom that disappears for decades at a time. Now it's back, and things are about to go very bad. If four people, Olivia, Jess, Kokoro, and Mason, scientists who come to the small city of Casbro to investigate a bizarre series of seismic activities in the heavily forested valley, can't put the mammoth to rest. One real problem with this is Olivia's dead. In stores January 15th, 2025 from Mad Cave Studios.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Power Fantasy.
I've been enjoying this one as well.
Love the cover. I say that about all the books. Kieran Gillen and Casper Wingard. Superpowered. You have certain preconceptions. They're incorrect. Here, that word has a specific technical definition, namely, any individual with the destructive capacity of the nuclear arsenal of the USA. There are 6 such people on Earth. The planet's survival relies on them never coming into conflict. Come dance to the ticking of the doomsday clock with Kieran Gillen and Casper Wingard in the first collection of this new, critically adored sellout epic. In stores January 29th. This is from Image Comics.
Uncanny Valley from Tony Fleeks and Dave Wachter. We've talked about this a few times. We even talked about it with Tony before it started. Oliver is different. His mother's history in Burbank, California isn't the only thing that sets him apart from other 12-year-olds. He has unexplainable, campy powers that more often than not land him in trouble. But the most outlandish and astonishing is yet to come, as a dark presence pursues Oliver from the most whimsical recesses of the unknown, and the strange and mysterious past of his family will be more than he could have imagined. Harvey-nominated writer Tony Fleeks and acclaimed artist Dave Wachter bring this multidimensional crossover coming-of-age fantasy to life and remind us that when cartoons get real, the truth is stranger than celluloid. In shops March 26th, 2025.
All right.
Should we talk some
Final Order Cutoff?
Yeah, is that where we're at? Yes, it is. Final Order Cutoff for Dust to Dust from J.G. Jones and Phil Brom. Looks like it's a In the darkest days of the Great Depression, death stalks the Dust Bowl as towering dust storms blast the parched Oklahoma panhandle. Farmers try to flee the failing town of New Hope, but no one gets far, battling his own demons. Sheriff Meadows teams up with Sarah, a traveling photojournalist, in a desperate fight to stop a serial killer on the loose. The death that rides the dusters. And then also on final order cutoff, Metamorpho the Element Man from Al Ewing and Steve Leader. To know him is to love him, that fab freak who can change himself into any element in the human body. He's the one and only Rex Mason, alias Metamorpho. But can even he win out against Cyclops, the hairy eyeball of crime that gazes from the top of the pop charts to the lowest depths of evil? And even in the far out raw realm, to find out, the Element Man must survive a handpicked assassin who can match him, change for change. And that's just the first issue. Join us for this covalent bond of friends and foes in the brand new ongoing series from Superstar Team, Al Ewing and Steve Lieber.
Ted, while you are doing the crowdfunding here, I am going to go get a tissue. My nose is really stuffed.
Oh, I suppose.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
All righty. Crowdfunding right now, we have Three Worlds, Three Moons 1 from Jonathan Hickman, Mike Del Mundo, Mike Huddleston, and Nick Spencer, kickstarting through 11/27. The Fables of Earl King Wood from Junie Ba at Goats Flying Press, Kickstarter through 11/29. Podcast regular Carl Kessel is back with Impossible to Love, the return of Impossible Jones with David Hahn. On Kickstarter through November 29th. Surreal Fantasy from Antoine Carrion at Nerabellum on Kickstarter through 11/29. This is really beautiful art on a fantasy trilogy, I think. Terry Moore covers another regular friend of the podcast from Abstract Studio on Kickstarter through 11/29. Jonathan Bayliss from the Comic Strip Book Club has his newest book, So Buttons, Life or Death, kickstarting through December 6th. Boxes, Comics Magazine, number 3. This is kind of a cool-looking indie comic anthology from Third Bear Press on Kickstarter through December 9th. Another podcast semi-regular, Fred Van Lente, along with his wife, Crystal Skillman. Eat Fighter, the collected edition of their, I want to say it was a webtoon comic that they did during the pandemic with Fernando Pinto, is at Rocket Ship and on Kickstarter through December 12th. Metal Erlant returns from Humanoids on Kickstarter through December 12th. Sherlock Holmes and the Empire Builders, the Gene Genie, the second volume of this Sherlock Holmes set of books from Joel Meadows and Andy Bennett.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going.
I didn't know where I was going either. Series, how about that series?
Yeah, set of books.
Kickstarter. Yeah, Kickstarter through December 13th, and Little Nemo in Snumberland, Windsor McKay from Studio Comics Press on Kickstarter through December 21st.
Nice.
I don't think we've had 11 different Kickstarters listed at a time before.
No, that was a lot.
Lots of cool stuff.
That was a big
Kickstarter
list
right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's talk some amazing books.
Yeah. 3 amazing new books. Black Hammer, Spiral City, #1 from Jeff Lemire and Teddy Christensen.
So good.
It was refreshing because we thought Black Hammer was over. I did after the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it was aptly named.
It was very nice to have it back.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's back. Black Hammer, Spiral City, new characters, living in the aftermath, kind of thing. Let's see. My second one was Absolute Batman #2 from Scott Snyder and Nick Dragata. Speaking of Scott Snyder,
Haven't gotten to it yet. You liked it?
Yeah. I like Nick's artwork a lot. And I've always liked Scott Snyder. But after doing his, he did an intro class into his next semester of comic book writing that was free the other night. And so that was really cool to sit in on that and just listen to his stories on how he writes and what his process is like, and some of the struggles he went through, especially when doing Batman the New 52, And so now reading his Batman
So you gave that to yourself as a birthday present, the free writing class?
yes, today is my birthday. And
No, it's Chris Cantwell's birthday.
well, I know. I think we can focus on it's my birthday since it's our show. But
Yeah, Chris is cooler.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, I guess he didn't have any books come out this week. You're lucky he didn't have any books come out this
lucky.
week.
My
He
birthday,
had books come out.
we wouldn't even have mentioned my birthday.
Yeah,
All right, Chris, happy birthday. I'll find him on social media and send him a message. But yeah, I really like Nick's artwork. It works really well with Scott Snyder. And yeah, as far as that master class, I don't know if it's a master class, that's what I call it. But
yeah.
Kelly Thompson popped in, and which was really
I knew
cool.
that she was going to because she announced that in her newsletter earlier this week.
Yeah.
Kelly's amazing.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. And I was like, I think I saw the numbers when Scott shared his screen. There was probably 200 and some people in the Zoom.
I would imagine.
Yeah. So it kind of sucked because when you wanted to send a message, it got lost in the sea of them because they were coming in fast and furious all the time.
Right.
Especially when Kelly came on, then the messages really flowed. And then
that's because Kelly's awesome.
I know she really is. It's Jeff is my favorite. No, Uncanny X-Men #5 is my third pick from Gail Simone, and David Marquez from Marvel.
Yeah. So we had no crossover.
No, I almost did Batman
in large part. In large part because Black Hammer had to be one of my cuts. My list went through 3 iterations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. Originally, it was the top 2 have stayed the same.
Yeah.
The first, I loved the first issue of String by Paul Tobin, Carlos Javier Olivares.
Yeah.
Where the main protagonist can see strings coming from people that either go to people that they've had sex with or that's the pink strings or black strings between people that
I didn't read the book, but I remember this story.
Murderers and their victims.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it sounded really awesome. So I'm gonna have to go back and pick this one up.
So she's it's on Global Comics.
Okay.
So she works with the police department, and like they'll go to the morgue and she'll just look for black strings, and if one pops up, they'll run after it. But yeah, it was everything I hoped for and more. Paul Tobin kills it, and is paired with some really excellent artists that he gets the most out of. And then 2 series wrapped up and stuck the landings so well.
Yeah.
First was Helen of Windhorn from Tom King and Bilquis Evely, which had at least some hint that it might not be the final that there might be more, but it could stand alone as its own thing.
Okay.
So either way, but it was just yeah. I mean, this series has been amazing all along, but it wrapped up very nicely. Also, sticking the landing was Mark Russell and Mike Allred's Batman Dark Age, which I read after I thought I had my list completely locked in. So like, my apologies to John Harris Dunning and Ricardo Cabral. Summer Shadows got knocked off the list. Summer Shadows had knocked Jeff Lemire
Mm-hmm.
and Teddy Christensen off the list.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get to half of my books this week because it's just been busy, but the ones I got to were just absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
So more of the Platinum Age of comics.
Mm-hmm.
And
Next week should be even
we both got to
better.
the yeah, oh God, next week just has so many good books coming out.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Uh I mean, teaser.
Yeah.
Tom King will be on the show on Monday night. Tom
Yep.
King has two books coming out Monday night or next week. Tom King did not make my top three books. I hope will be spectacular. And by like by no means because I'm not super excited about the books he has coming out next week.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking over because of the time. I'm looking at my calendar because of the time of our Tom King interview. I can definitely be there.
Hey.
Everyone in the house will be asleep,
Cool. Yeah.
or
yeah.
going to sleep. So
Yeah. Just we have to hope that we're not also asleep.
I know. I know.
It's after my bedtime, but I'll stay up late for Tom.
I'll do it for Tom.
Yeah. So, One Piece race, we're actually tied at 304 chapters apiece.
Yeah.
We're back down into the blue.
Yeah.
I've read so much since I read this. I forget. I know we've met new villain. Oh yeah, we've got
I'm pulling it up
we're on that weird island where everything's long.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And they knock the guy off of his stilts and he thanks them.
Yeah. I'm finding the page right now. But yeah, I'm really glad that we're into the 300s. That was like a benchmark that we wanted to make like 2 weeks ago when we did.
You know, it happens.
It happens. But anyway, the One Piece race continues, and I love it that we stay neck and neck. I don't read little bits thinking that, oh, Tad's only going to read a little bit, I'll be fine. I always read a little bit going, God, I should read more because Tad's going to be way ahead.
Yeah. And I always feel like I'm going to read more and life.
I agree.
Yeah. Life.
Yep.
I'm just going to go with life.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, we'll finish before retirement.
I know. We were hoping before next year, but at one point.
Well, I think there's a good chance that we'll both surge forward over Thanksgiving and surge forward again over Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, when there's no students and no. And you still got kids, so maybe you won't surge forward as much, but
maybe
we'll figure it out.
We'll see. I might have to take a vacation.
Yeah,
just to read.
So, our great responsibility this week, we explored. I re-explored and introduced you to Pascal Jusselin's Mr. Invincible.
Okay, how did you think? That last name, Jusselin? Pascal?
I think it's Jusselin.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Invincible.
We got to talk to Matt Madden about how to pronounce French. Yeah.
I believe it's fragile. I think that says fragile. Yeah, Mr. Invincible.
It's lettuce. I want a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Oh man, this is a very whimsical comic book. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love this. It is. It's so silly.
Super creative. It's highly creative. Different take on the superhero genre. In the fact that his
and it's just it plays with the form so well. I mean,
The
we have four powered individuals throughout the comic.
yeah,
You've got Mr. Invincible who can look and move between panels.
yeah,
You've got 2D who can take things in the foreground and move them to to the background or vice versa, but they stay at whatever scale they were at. They don't scale up or down. The actual thing moves.
right.
So if it's in the foreground and he drops it in the background, it's huge back there.
Yes,
And if it's in the background and he brings it to the foreground, it's teeny
it's
tiny.
tiny. Yep.
Right?
It plays with the fourth wall in a way that like Deadpool hasn't done before, in the fact that like
Right.
we've talked about, he manipulates the panels, right? He's able to climb
Right.
from panel one down into the next, you know what I'm talking about. But for our listeners out
Right.
there,
The,
it's really interesting.
yeah, the villain who can move between pages. So like he but not like he can stick his head through the back of his panel into the panel exactly on the other side of the page.
Yeah, it's cool.
Um, and then I love the old man who can like fight with word balloons.
Yes,
The power of words.
that's just okay. This book,
Oh, and then the girl who controls color.
yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. It's like you have these heroes or super powered people, not heroes, but powered people that are they're using the comic medium in a way that's
Yeah,
integral
they
to the
control the
story.
comic you're reading.
Yes.
They control the physical comic that you're reading to affect the story that you're reading.
Yes, if that makes sense.
That's the best way I can put it. I mean, if you imagine their world is real, they
Live in the comic book.
know they know the comic book version of their world and can, using the tools of comic creation, or really the constructs of comic creation, yeah, manipulate their world.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's hilarious.
Yep.
My favorite, just because it's the one that I feel so much that I've sometimes sent it out to comic creators that I've been given the advanced copy of something.
Uh-huh.
I love some of the one page ones are the best, but like the one I love is Mr. Invincible wandering by while the kid finishes a comic book and goes, "Man, now I have to wait a whole month to read the next part of the story." And he climbs down through the panels to a month later, snatches the book from the kid as he takes it out of his mailbox,
Yeah.
um, climbs back up to the kid, frustrated about not being able to read the next chapter for a while.
Uh-huh.
Gives him the book, makes him happy. He goes through the month having read the book, and then gets the book out of the mailbox, has it snatched by Mr. Invincible to take to his past self, and finally figures out how he got it, and then goes, "No, I have to wait another month for the next issue."
That's
So
funny.
it's like this weird version of time travel.
Well, and let's talk about the drawing, the artwork itself. I love the way the characters look. You know, I think the
Yeah.
aesthetic is really perfect for this story.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
So fun.
It was fun.
Uh, I, we needed to just do
Are we
a nice, silly story.
are we on for Asadora next
So,
week?
um, if we manage to both get it, that's the plan.
When does it
I know I have
release?
it pre-ordered. It comes out on Tuesday/Wednesday.
Okay,
So I have mine pre-ordered through Amazon, so I should get it on Tuesday.
because I
Um,
am going to. I haven't pre-ordered it. I was going to the last week. I should. I'm going to go to Barnes and Noble next week. I wonder if they'll get it in. They do have it, but the series.
yeah, it's always a toss-up, and it's always a toss-up on how many they
I
get.
know. Asadora.
Um, so we could come up with a backup plan,
I'm going to order mine
or
right now. Asadora
you know,
Volume what? 8? November.
8.
Okay, November 19th. All right. Pre-order now. Yes, please. Sign into Amazon. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, Asadora for
So
next week.
volume 8.
Yeah,
I like that idea. I love me some Asadora.
same.
So I had to cheat again with my books that I hope will be spectacular
Okay.
and take advantage of the fact that Kelly Thompson has 2 books coming out.
Yeah.
So I gave them one line. Um, and again, this is where I go. There's so many great books coming out that I couldn't even do that to get Tom King's Wonder Woman and Jenny Sparks in.
Right. I
Alex Segura's Question All Along the Watchtower was left off my list. Minor Arcana 3 was left off my list. Mugshots 4 was left off my list. Milestone Universe Shadow Cabinet #1 was left off my list. Epitaphs of the Abyss was left off my list. Eve Ewing's Exceptional X-Men was left off my list. Galaxy of Madness #5 was left off my list. I Heart Skull Crusher #7 was left off my list. Archie is Mr. Justice #1 from Tim Seeley left off my list. Dead Eyes the Empty Frame #3 left off my list. There's no Batman and Robin or Daredevil on my list.
it's a
That's
good
how crazy good next week is.
it's a good list. What is on your list?
Spectrum #1 from Rick Quinn and Dave Chisholm
Yeah.
at Mad Cave.
Yep.
Black Cloak #10 and Venom War It's Jeff
That is going to be the only
from
Venom War book I'm going to get. This is the It's
me
Jeff-
too. From Kelly Thompson and Meredith McLaren for Black Cloak, Yuri Hiru for It's Jeff, and then Fellhound Sir #4. I was able to get those in because I already know the Horizon Experiment Moondogs from Tananarive Dew and Kelsey Ramsey is spectacular. Sync #12 from John Lees and Alex Cormack is spectacular. And Six Treasures of the Spiral from Comics Formed Under Pressure from Matt Madden is spectacular. There was one that I came across that I hadn't seen previously in the graphic novels that I'm really pretty excited for too. It's Cities Made Differently from David Graeber, who's a renowned anthropologist,
Uh-huh.
and Nika Dubrovsky from MIT Press.
Cool.
Yeah, David Graeber did was a co-writer of one of my favorite like history books in recent years, The Dawn of Everything, which Dave Chisholm tipped me off to. So you know, it all comes together. So
All
what are you
comes
looking
around.
forward to, Tyler?
Well, I have not read Sync #12, so I'm looking forward to that. John Lees and Alex Cormack's book with Comics Tribe that recently came back. I discovered I have to buy issue #10. I remember when it came out that I couldn't find it. It was sold out before I got to the store, and I have yet to get it. And then I've read it
I might have a
online.
digital copy. I'll have to look. Oh, you've read it.
I've
Okay.
read it online, but I want to get it because I've
Okay.
got them all physically.
Right.
Um,
Right.
Epitaphs from the Abyss, number 5 from Matt Kint and Matthew Rosenberg, Joan
Joanne
Sterer,
Starr,
Cano, Alex
Cano, and yeah,
and others.
Tefenki. That yeah. No, this series has killed it, and
Yep.
this has got Matt Kent and Matt Rosenberg and Joanne Starr, so like three phenomenal writers again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
I've
I could have
discovered
gone 9 with my list pretty easily.
I love these with Epitaphs and what's the sci-fi one called from EC Oni?
Cruel Universe.
Yeah, what I love about the both of them is the short story. It's a quick read. Like if I just want to get in a
Yeah.
quick little bit, and
Mhm.
yeah, I love that. It's like
Yeah.
bite-sized comics.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
Minor Arcana, which I love, is Jeff Lemire's new ongoing. This is number 3 from Boom.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to that.
So good.
Hey, I got a question for you. At the bottom of our notes here, what is that? Bermudez?
Oh, so I try really, really hard to actually put accents and other letter marks
Yeah.
in people's names
That
when
belong
when
there,
I'm
yeah.
putting them up online.
Yeah.
And really, the only place that I can do that easily is in
In
documents.
in a
It
document. And then
won't
copy
let you do it. It won't let you do it in Sheets. It won't let you do it in Canva. It won't let you do it on
You're talking about, just for our listeners out there, you're talking about people's names that might have like an umlaut in it or something like that.
or an accent or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
There's no way to do it on Blue Sky or Instagram,
Yeah.
but you can cut and paste it in.
Oh, okay.
So when I am doing I don't know if you followed our Instagram.
I do.
I've brought back the so and so's are good at comics. We even have graphics for them now. But if I want the name to look right, I have to cut and paste it. So those are the two names from various people are good at comics posts
Yeah.
this week.
My
that I
wife
needed
enjoys
to,
those. I don't know if you noticed, but my wife is always liking those posts. And I've recently started up my
I
Go ahead.
I did see that. I
Yeah.
did see that. I only kind of look at who likes us.
Okay.
I track more who follows us.
Yeah. Well, I recently started up my Instagram, my personal one again, because I knew you were posting for this, and I thought, well, at least the least I could do is follow my own podcast so that
Right.
we could get our numbers up a little bit. But yeah.
So, yeah, no, I mean it's been nice to Kelly's helped me throw together templates, and
They look great.
we're still working on more of them.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, now we're getting stuff up for the templates that are built are the Good in Comics templates. The now playing, so like this episode with either the amazing or spectacular books, and we put together the first on air one for the Matt Madden that I can start doing for guests, and we need to put together ones for book clubs still.
Oh, one thing we didn't mention that I wanted to talk about, but it's kind of past the point of news
What's that?
right now. Do you follow the boxing with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul at all?
I
Did you
hate Jake Paul, but I
Yes.
did get
Yes.
the news alert while we were reading that apparently he managed to beat a geriatric Mike Tyson.
He did. I watched.
So
I
like a
watched the end.
20-something-year-old man was able to beat a 57-year-old brain damaged man, and I'm supposed to care.
I know. That's my whole point. I wanted Jake Paul to get his ass kicked so bad.
I did too.
And it honestly, from what I watched, it was a pretty even fight. I mean, they both they both held their own, and there was no knockout. So
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, it's not sanctioned by any boxing agency
no,
because
it's not.
Jake Paul is a joke.
You're right.
So there is also that distinct possibility that part of the money paid to Tyson was make me look good.
Oh, true. That's true.
I mean, there's trouble with that in boxing, period.
Yep.
But
Well,
you know what I mean?
You're right. You're right.
Um,
I thought Mike Tyson was just going to wipe the floor with him, honestly, but whatever.
Did you like what we did with the life post?
The life post.
The distillery, the Brian Azzarello, Stephanie Phillips, Daniel Zazez, Lee Lowridge, Jared K. Fletcher, and Will Dennis are good at comics.
Yeah.
But life is a flip book, so we
It was upside down.
did it. We did it both
It was
ways.
split.
We flipped them.
Yeah. One.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see that. And at first I thought you messed up, and I was just
No.
I was gonna text you. I'm like, hey, you might want to fix that. And then I'm like, oh, it's flipped.
No,
Cool.
there's a reason there are two of them.
Yep. After a second glance, I got that. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on with my day. I've got lots of plans. I'm gonna go to Sioux Falls, and I'm going to.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit every place where I can get something free on my birthday. Right. I've got. This...
I mean, you're. I love how seriously you take.
I know.
Chris Cantwell's birthday. Like, you celebrate Chris Cantwell's birthday like as much as he does. That's crazy, man.
Seriously,
I thought he was my friend.
Serious, my birthday today. It is seriously my birthday. I don't know how to make this.
You're
work.
just trying to like.
How old is Chris? Do you know?
Anytime I wish anybody a happy birthday, you're gonna go, "Hey, it's my birthday too." You're the guy on Christmas. People are going, "Happy birthday, Jesus," and you're like, "Hey,
it's my birthday
too."
No.
And I just pissed off every sorry,
Christmas
Mom.
birthday. Yeah.
Well, no, I just meant I just pissed off like any Christians we might have in our audience.
Oh.
I was just being funny.
Yeah.
I appreciate your Lord and Savior.
They don't care. It was just a harmless joke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you see what happened when John Lennon said we're bigger than Jesus? In the context of the question, it was accurate.
I know.
But it led to Beatles records being burned.
Did it really? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how old is Chris Cantwell? Do you know?
I want to say he's a year younger than me, so he might be. It might be that you guys have like the exact same birthday.
Okay, because I'm 43 today.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Me and Chris are the exact same age.
Let's ask Google if they know. No, he was born in 1982.
Okay, I was born in 81.
So he's a year younger than you.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 years younger than me, a year younger than you.
Okay, that's cool.
So now I'm going to text him to say that Tyler says it was his birthday first.
81 comes before 82. Come on now.
Yeah. Like I said, Tyler says it was his birthday first.
Funny. All right, guys. We will catch you guys after the next page. See ya. Hey, guys. This is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.